your boy Overdose Gaming coming at you with a Call of Duty gameplay. Uh, I'm here to tell you a little story about the different consoles that I've had throughout the years. And I know I haven't been posting any videos on this channel in like a while because I've been dealing with school and a bunch of other things. But I'm gonna come at you with this story about the different consoles that I've had throughout the years. But I'm gonna start a match in team deathmatch. So, alright. Throughout the years, I've had a different variety of consoles, like from oldest time to now. So, what I'm gonna start with is the Sega Genesis. The Sega Genesis has been everybody's favorite console. Like, if you're an older crowd, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But throughout the years, the Sega Genesis has been number one to very many people, and I've known because I've seen a bunch of people talking about the Sega Genesis and a bunch of things. Like they know what console I'm talking about. But the Sega Genesis has been one of my favorite consoles ever since I was little. I got this console whenever I was 5 years old. It was me, my older brother, and my two older sisters. We all love playing video games, and she asked for a Sega Genesis or a new system so everybody could play like something in the house whenever we got bored. So my mom went out and got us a new console, which is the Sega Genesis, and man, we fell in love with that console like it was nothing. Like right off the bat, like we could not stop playing it. Like that was something that we did every day whenever we got home, or whenever they got home because they were older than me and they went off to school. So I was the only one at the house, bored out of my mind. So I ended up playing the Sega Genesis whenever my mom allowed me to. So I played that. We didn't have much games for it, but it was something very enjoyable and I loved it. So I'm pretty happy about that. And when they got home, they pretty much just hogged the entire system away from me, so I couldn't play at all. So after that, like after a little bit, we ended up breaking it. I don't know how, cause I don't remember that far back, but like we ended up breaking it somehow. I don't know, but it's like every single system that we end up getting, we end up breaking it by mistake or by accident. So we ended up breaking it. I don't know how, but once that happened, we were all upset, and we waited until Christmas time because that's when me and all my family members end up getting like new stuff, so like clothes and junk. But I mainly asked for systems or a new game or something. But I asked my mom for a new game or a new system, and she was like, "Okay, well, what do you want?" I asked for a Nintendo 64 because Nintendo 64, I didn't know what it was. It was something new, and everybody was like talking about and a bunch of other stuff. Oh, I forgot to tell you, this was like 4 years in advance because I've had the Sega Genesis for about 4 years. Whenever I was little, and I grew off of it. So once that happened, we ended up breaking it, and my mom got a new system because I asked for one. But I asked her for a Nintendo 64 because that's the thing that everybody has been talking about for quite some time now. I think ever since it was released, everybody's been talking about it. So I asked for one because I like to be like the other crowd and talk like get the newest system that's out there. So once that happened, she got us a Nintendo 64, and I think like two games that came with it. It was pretty much Mario and I forgot. I think the other one was Star Fox, because we love Star Fox. We could play every single Star Fox game and end up beating it in about 2 weeks because we love Star Fox, and Star Fox is the stuff. But anyways, uh, we ended up getting that, and it was really enjoyable, and we loved the game. And I ended up making some new friends whenever I first went to school because I turned 10. I turned 10 after a little bit. So, well, actually, 5, 4. Yeah, no, I'm wrong. But I was of age to go to school. Anyways, um, I went to school. I met up. I met some new friends, and we were all talking about different consoles and everything, and what consoles we ended up getting for Christmas. And I told them I got a Nintendo 64, so they said they got this same exact thing. So they brought over some controllers and everything, and we ended up playing. And I made some new friends off of it. So we ended up playing that. Uh, they all spent the night at my house. This was during the weekend. I forgot to tell you that, but this was during the weekend. They all spent the night at my house because we were all playing the system. After a little bit, I fell asleep during the game, and I forgot. I think I turned it off. I forgot, but after a little bit, I was sleeping on the floor because my friends were sleeping in the room, and I was right next to my dresser. My dresser had a glass of water on top of it, so I accidentally rolled and I bumped into it by mistake. I bumped into my dresser by accident, and a full glass of water fell inside the system, like directly inside the cartridge, and it destroyed the entire inside of the system, which made me very upset because I lost my favorite system, and I didn't know what to do, so I had to wait to get a whole new system, and it was very upsetting because I don't go outside much. Like I do, but I don't go outside like all the time, like like I used to. But once I did, it was actually better than staying inside all day and playing the game because playing the game all day gets boring, and I like to be around other people. But anyways, after I lost my system, I waited a little bit. It was, I think it was like for my birthday. For my birthday, my mom got me a new system. I didn't know what it was because it was like a total secret, and my two sisters and my brother knew what the system was. So I came home because I had basketball practice that day. I came home and my mom told me that she had a present for me, and we sung happy birthday and all the other junk. Um, After that, she said she had a surprise for me. I was like, what is it? And she was like, I'm gonna go upstairs and get it. So I waited, and she came back down with this box, and I was like, okay, better not be something lame. But I took it anyways, and I ended up opening it. I opened it. It was a GameCube. Okay, the GameCube was the stuff back then. Like better than the Nintendo 64, even though Nintendo 64 is still popular to this day. But she got me that. I was happy. She got me two games, two games, the system, and two controllers because me and my brother play Smash Brothers on there. And that was one of the games that she had got me. And the other one was, I think it was F Zero GX, which is Captain Falcon racing game, which is actually really good. But she got me those, and I was very happy about that. Um, I could not stop playing that game. I ended up getting basketball games for it, and it was just so much fun that I could not stop playing. And I ended up making friends, other friends, whenever I ended up going into seventh seventh grade. No, I was in fifth grade. I was in fifth grade, about to go into sixth, and I ended up making friends that played in GameCube also. So once I did that, once I talked to them about that, they ended up coming to my house, and they had an extra controller. So like we would do like Smash tournaments, well, two extra controllers, because we did Smash tournaments and a bunch of other stuff. And they actually had extra games that they could bring over too, which was actually really cool because they had games I've never seen before. But after that little bit of playing with my friends, I've had it for um, like I think 6 years. 6 years I've had that console. Uh, I ended up breaking it, kind of, sort of, because what had happened with the system, I ended up, getting the eject button stuck, and it got stuck somehow. I don't know how, but it ended up getting stuck. So I used a butter knife and I popped it back. I didn't break it like completely. I didn't break the eject button completely. If you think that's what I did, no. I ended up fixing it like just by popping it back out, like unsticking it. I popped it out and it worked perfectly fine. I could eject most of my games with no problem. Then after a while, since the system got old, it kind of rusted out a little bit and it got stuck like completely, so I couldn't fix it. So I left it how it was. I still have it to this day. I don't think I have any more games for it because I think I sold all of my games before I just gave up on the system because I ended up going outside more and I just stopped playing the game, which is very surprising to me. Like I thought I wouldn't stop playing video games for a very long time, but after I went outside a lot more and I made more friends, it was 2 years. 2 years later, um, I got I got two systems. I got two new systems. I got my brother got a PlayStation One. Well, yeah, he got a PlayStation One, and my sister got a PlayStation Two. So we had both of the new systems. Well, PlayStation One was actually older than a PlayStation Two because the PlayStation One came out around, I forgot when, but my brother had the PlayStation One before the PlayStation Two because my older sister ended up getting the PlayStation Two, and I was left with my GameCube because I still had it and I still played it. Well, I had like one game for it because that's all I had, but um, I still played it until my brother ended up stepping on my Smash Brothers game and snapped it in half, and now I didn't have any games for it. So I had to ask my sister to be able to play her PS2. And my brother played his PS1 with Resident Evil and a few other games that he had. So my sister had that, and my brother had his system, so they didn't really collide with each other. But he asked her to play her system, so she allowed it. She didn't care because she was doing a bunch of other stuff, and she wasn't really bothered by it. But after that, she gave the system to me because whenever she gave me that system, I could not stop playing it. Like I could not stop playing it. It was just that addicting, and I really had nothing else to do. My mom ended up getting a boyfriend. I don't know how or where, but she ended up getting a boyfriend, and she told me that she has a son. He has a son that also plays video games, which was actually good for me because I have a friend that also plays PS2 also. So we ended up being friends. I didn't know him long because he ended up moving away. So I didn't know him long. He spent the night at my house whenever we were playing PS2 because I had Cars, the racing game for it. And for some reason, after a little bit, my eject button, well, not the eject button, the cartridge for the eject got stuck. I don't know how. I know I didn't do anything, but it got stuck. I don't know how. But what I tried to do, I tried to like open up the system. I tried to open the system up completely and try to move it back and forth to see if I can move the gears a little bit to see if it will unstick, I guess you could say. But I ended up like tearing it apart. Like I wasn't really trying to do that, and I had to throw my entire system away, which was very upsetting to me because I love that system, and I felt like dying. But after that little bit, I didn't really care because it's it's done and over with. I couldn't like be upset that long over a system because it is just a console. I could get another one. Well, my mom could have got me another one, but she told me to wait until my next birthday to be able to get a new system. Uh, I didn't get anything for my next birthday because she kind of said that she didn't have enough money to be able to get me a new system. So I waited all the way until Christmas. And when Christmas came around, I was 15. I was 15 and I asked my mom for a PS3. She didn't give me that. She didn't give me that system at all because she talked to a dude and he said that the he said something that was totally different from the Xbox 360 compared to the PS3. He said he pretty much said the qualities of the PS3 instead of the Xbox 360. So he said something that didn't go well with the system. But anyways, my mom listened to him and she got me a 360 instead of a PS3 because she listened to that dude, which made no sense. So she got that. I was actually pretty hyped because I got a whole new system and it was like happiness for me because I could finally play a game without breaking it. I play like new games and such. So after that little bit, uh, I was playing that. My sister ended up playing it too, because she plays video games also, and it's very surprising because she tries to rub stuff in my face because she got an Xbox One and I got a PS4. But anyways, um, after that little bit, she ended up getting Left 4 Dead 2 for it, and I got Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Black Ops 2 for it, and I love that game. Me and my brother, whenever I had the 360, we used to play that game all the time. Like there was no stopping us on that game. We used to go positive all the time, every single match, like no negative at all, positive only. But after a little bit, my sister moved out. She moved out on her own because she was going off to college, and it was just me and my older brother. So me and him, we were just playing the system like normal. Then after a little bit of playing it and all this other stuff, he kind of got sick and ended up leaving. So he left. Well, he didn't. Well, he okay. I kind of messed that up. But what happened? He left, and I never got to see him again. So it was just me playing the system. And then after a little bit, for Christmas, I was 17. I was 17 when I got this system. I got the PS4 for Christmas, but I originally wanted an Xbox One. Again, my mom did not listen to me. She listened to some dude, and they got me a PS4, which I really didn't care because it was a totally new system. So once I got that, I was actually pretty hyped because it was a whole new system and it was something different. And plus, I always wanted a PlayStation system. So once I got that, I was hyped. And you know, when making your account, you have to make your username. Whenever I got that system during the Christmas time of last year, I was mad because it was during the Lizard Squad hacking, which was really stupid on PSN because they should have a big enough firewall and everything, but um, somehow they got hacked, and I was trying to make my account during the hacking, and it would not attempt any other names that I put in. So I put in something random that I wasn't trying to, and you can see it right here on the in the video. But my name is G949EO. I made this name by total mistake. I was trying to test something. I put in some random letters and numbers, and it accepted it, which was very surprising because I wasn't trying to get this thing accepted because I knew it was going to be weird. and people are gonna look at me weird, like this dude is kind of retarded. I don't know what he's doing, and I don't know why his name is like that. This dude got problems. But nobody really cares about your name in like the PlayStation world. They only care about if you're good at the game or not. So after that, once I got the system, I ended up getting more games for it. The first game I got for this system was Dying Light. Dying Light is like one of my favorite parkour games, and if they come out with a two of it, then I'll actually really enjoy it because Dying Light was the shields. But anyways, uh, I ended up getting new stuff for it. I got another controller and a few other things for this new system. But um, anyways, all this stuff that I told you, all these consoles I've had for years and years, I've actually really enjoyed. I'm pretty upset that most of my systems are broken, and I really wanted to keep them as like souvenirs of all the years I've been playing like different consoles and everything. But it it's all right since I already got like a new system and I don't have to worry about getting another one unless I actually pay for it myself, which will be years to come. So I will be purchasing a whole new system. But anyways, but, eh, it's just been a long time coming whenever it comes down to different consoles and different games I actually play. Because right now, most of my games I don't really play anymore because I've either already beaten them or I just get bored of them because I have nothing really else to do on them. And it's just that being playing a game by yourself can get really repetitive and get boring, and it's so stupid. So like that's why you have to have like friends that you can hang out with time to time, and a bunch of other things that like you can just have fun with them and do whatever on whatever game. And where did he come from? Like he just like popped up out of nowhere. But anyways, like you don't want to play video games by yourself. Like you get a new system, you just want to play with everybody. Like you don't care. You just want to make new friends and play with everybody. Like you just don't care what you do. And it's really like upsetting that I didn't make any friends whenever I first got this system. Like all the other ones, I made new friends and I actually had like a bunch of fun with it. It's just upsetting that this is the only system I haven't made any new friends with. And then I'm actually off to college right now, and I actually talk to people that play video games just like I do, and I'm doing terrible right now. But but just just letting everybody know that getting a new system is rewarding and it's fun. Just make sure you have other people to play with and not be alone all the time. Because whenever you're alone, it's like really boring and you lose like all interest in what game you're playing or whatever you're doing. And it's like it's like you're a lost puppy, right? This is just a reference. This is like you being a lost puppy and you're trying to find your home and you don't know where your home is, so you kind of get bored of looking and you just sit by yourself and look upset until somebody actually finds you and you end up going to a new home. That's pretty much like I'm saying with these consoles. Like you get so attached to one console and then later on throughout the years you end up losing that console and you're trying to find a way to get a new one but you don't have like a certain like money or anything to be able to pay for a new one, so you're just sitting there by yourself and you don't know what to do, so you have to figure out a way to entertain yourself until you can get yourself a whole new system so you won't be bored anymore. And then once you're not bored anymore, you make more friends. And then you start meeting new people and it just pretty much pulls out a big old cycle from there. So like always have people that you can hang with, like real life and in the video game, like in the game, like people that you can talk to and compare and all these other stuff that you can actually do for yourself to actually enjoy what you're doing and have a good time doing it too. So this match is almost over and I'm doing terrible. Oh, I'm actually not doing terrible. This is very surprising, but I thought I'd be doing bad. Why did I charge twice? Okay, but never be by yourself ever. Like as much as you want to, and as much as you don't like people, like if you're that type of person that doesn't like people or talking to people or like being around like groups and such, you're gonna have to do that like in real life. Like in a job area, you can't do stuff by yourself. Like when it comes to, like even like video games and everything, you have to work together. If you play a first person like shooter, and it's like you're doing a campaign, you don't see yourself like working by yourself the entire game. Like you see yourself working with other people and trying to survive in a video game that you're trying to beat. So playing games and getting new stuff, it doesn't take doing it by yourself. It takes a team to make everything happen pretty much. And this sounds like a very motivational speech, but it really isn't. I'm just going by like my own perspective because I've been through it and it sucks. Like right now, I'm in a room by myself and it's really boring because me and my roommate are actually like super close. So it's kind of boring because he's not here, and I have to wait a whole month for him to come back, so we can actually like talk and like entertain ourselves while playing video games and everything. Because that's all we do here. We play games and we talk mess, and that's pretty much our lifestyle. But everything that's been going on lately, oh god, um, I've been having fun with my consoles throughout the years. It sucks not having them to this day, but I don't care because like those games, you probably wouldn't be able to get anymore, and I'll probably just keep them as relics and show people that like all the different systems I've gotten throughout the years. But we lost, which sucks. We lost, and I'm upset. But anyways, if you enjoyed this, please hit that like button. If you haven't been in my channel before, it's nice to meet you. I hope you have a good time and everything. But please hit that subscribe button. It's very appreciated. And let me know in the comments what systems you've had throughout the years because I'd like to know because there's a bunch of other systems that I've never had before. Hey, look, my friend's in here. But anyways, hit that like button. Please subscribe. If you're new to the channel, I welcome you. Uh, Down in the comments, let me know what systems you had throughout the years because it's something cool that I've never done before, and I actually want to see what systems y'all had. But anyways, I'll see y'all later. Peace out. Black people, black power, everything. I'm just joking with y'all. I hope y'all have a good day. I'll see y'all around. Peace.